Have you ever noticed that there's one type of video on YouTube that real estate agents make to consistently go viral? In fact, this video is so powerful that you only need to make it once. It's gonna explode your views and explode your business. It's like a cheat code for real estate marketing. And I've built a system to show you exactly how to make this video. So today I'm gonna show you what this video is. I'm gonna show you some tricks that top real estate agents use to make this video. And I'm also gonna give you a 7-step process so you can make this video yourself to blow up your leads and blow up your sales for your business. And before we go into the step-by-step process, I want to give you 2 reasons why this video is just so powerful. Now, you may or may not know, but there are hundreds and thousands of leads that come through YouTube every single month in multiple different markets. I mean, people are searching up, moving to, buying, selling. A lot of people are in that information stage where they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, and they just want some more information. And so the reason this video is so powerful is because it helps us rank for some of the questions and the searches that these leads are searching for. It's the best keyword that we can actually rank for. Now, if I go to my computer and I look up here, one of the biggest keywords, moving to a city. So whatever your city is, you can always search that up. But moving to Los Angeles, moving to Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Florida. I mean, there's just a couple that pop up here. And you can see next to them how many people are searching this up a month. I mean, 3,600 people are searching up moving to Florida every single month. 1,000 people are searching up moving to Atlanta every single month, right? So tons of searches. And someone who's searching this keyword up is pretty serious about making a move, whether it's for relocation, whether it's for job change, a divorce, just a different pace of life, right? There's people that are moving, and we know that when we make this video, it helps us get to the top of the search results for this keyword. So let me give you an example. So let's go ahead and type in moving to Calgary, because it's a video that we're going to cover. And the first video that pops up is moving to Calgary in 2024, everything you must know before deciding. This video has 275,000 views. Guys, that is incredible. I mean, think of how many people you're reaching with this video. So that brings us to our second point, and that's that this video has literally been here for a year. I mean, look, if we zoom in, it's got 275,000 views and it's been posted a year ago. This has been a lead generation machine for him. By creating a video that's so good, in this particular video, like I said, we're going to cover it, it's now been there for such a long time. It has brought him so many leads. It has hundreds, if not thousands of comments. It's been a video that is then promoted into his other videos that he has on his channel. This is something he can put on his website. This is something he can email out to people. This is something he can send to people before they're getting ready to move. I mean, it is such a powerful video to have as an asset for your business. And this is what I call the city overview video. So now that you know what this video is and you know why it's so powerful, let's actually break down the 7-step process to create a video just like this. So this brings us into step number 1, which is the video idea. Now, we covered a little bit about what this video is, but let's really break this down into a little bit more detail. So the video idea here is obviously a city overview. But when we talk about a city overview, this is not just any city overview. We're not just gonna come in and say, hey, this is a great place to live and this is why. No, we really wanna capture the city. We want to show how much we know about our city, how much we care about our city, why it's such an amazing place to live, or maybe it's not an amazing place to live. I would say most people who are making a video are going to talk about why it's so good, because we still want to encourage people to move there. And again, this is not just a simple video. I want to go through this here. I'm not going to play any audio, but I want you just to see visually what's happening. He's giving context as to where it's located. He's got drone footage. He's got him like outside the city, coming into the city, showing just, I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful video. And as we go through the video, we'll see he's like touring different areas. He's giving the vision. He's like trying to give the vision of the city to the audience and sell them on the vision, because that's what this video is intended to do. The whole idea about this video is how can we instill the entire vision of our city to our audience in one video. And that's a big task to do. And I know it's overwhelming, but that's why this video works so well, because when you can do that successfully and you can capture the people that are constantly searching up, moving to city, whatever city you're in, and they click on your video and you put this type of level of information into a video, I mean, who are they going to reach out to? Well, obviously they're going to reach out to you. And we know based on stats, 70-80% of leads work with the first agent that they actually spoke to. So when creating a video like this, I want you to list off what are the things that I wish I knew or that I wish I was told before I moved to the city. Think about what are the things only locals would know that can share the pulse of our city and what's currently going on. And that's how I want you to approach it. What are the visuals I would show? What are the things I want to talk about? What are the questions that people have? And that's really going to help you start crafting the idea for for this city overview, because again, this is a mega video. This is not just a simple video we do here and there. This is a one time, we do it so well. Again, I just showed you his video's been ranking for a year. It'll probably rank for another entire year, and he will consistently get leads from this one video. And I want that for you as well. Now, this leads us into our second step. And I want to show you a clip here from this particular video by Brad, just to show you kind of what some things that he talks about. So let's go ahead and play this.
My story with this city begins back in 2001. When my wife and I, newly married, we were looking to build our life. We wanted a future that was bigger with more opportunities. We wanted a world-class city, but we wanted to keep that small town community feel that we enjoyed back home. We wanted to put down roots and start our family. The truth is, I don't think you can go wrong with any major Canadian city. Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary all have ranked in the top 10 of cities around the globe based on stability, culture and environment, healthcare, infrastructure, and education. So even though those three cities rank so closely together, it is a completely different experience in each of those locations. That's why by the end of this video, you'll understand better whether or not Calgary could be your future home.
That clip is a perfect example of how to tell a story. In this video, as he's going through, he's talking about the differences between the three major cities. He's talking about how him and his wife got married and moved and what they wanted out of life and how they were able to fulfill that. It's just such an incredible storytelling video. And most people, when they think about talking about their city, they think about listing facts. And I don't want you to list facts. You'll notice he did list facts, where he says that these three cities have consistently ranked in the top 10 places to live, but he listed it in a way that fit in with the story. That's something you'll see if you actually watch this video. He does it beautifully, where he talks about stats about job markets and like costs and all that stuff, but he fits it into the story that he's telling. So again, we talked about the idea, we talked about the vision, but how are we going to use a story to actually give that vision? And that's something that you can use through your personal life. Maybe you moved with your wife, your kids, or whoever. Maybe you moved by yourself. Maybe you want to share a different version of a story that you've experienced that other agents can't, whatever your story is, sharing that and sharing the vision of the city is really going to help elevate this video to the next level. It's going to get people bought in, and it's what's going to get people to reach out to you. Now this brings us into our third step, which is scripting this video. Now I know that scripting a video like this can be hard. So to help you out, we actually created an entire outline down below. If you want to get access to that, click the link. It's completely free. And we just want to give out as much value as possible. So go get access to that. But let's talk about the script here. And I'm going to break down a few things that he's done in this video that you can actually use for your own. And it's really just some simple tricks that you can use to keep retention, keep people watching, keep people interested. So here in the video, first thing he does is says,
This is Calgary.
This is Calgary.
Located in Western Canada on the edge of the Rocky Mountains, a city where over 100 people a day are moving. Today.
Now, when it comes to scripting, what you can do here is look for intent. You don't have to copy exactly, but you can look at what the intent of what they're doing in their shot. So first shot he has is this is Calgary with the city behind him, massive sky, right? It's just like this big picture, right? And so that's something you could do. You could have a big open field behind you and you could say, this is the whatever city. And then what he does is he gives context, which is super important with a video like this, where it's located, it's beautiful, great scenery, mountainous, area, how there's people that are consistently moving here every single day. It's just painting that picture. And so that's what you could do is you could, again, big city overview, you give context, and you could talk about how it's growing or it's not growing or, whatever else you want to focus on to show that the city is growing or vibrant or whatever you want to use.
Today I'll share why so many people are coming here, what you can expect when you get here, and why for some of you, this might be the biggest mistake of your life.
So right there, he said he's going to answer 3 questions. And these are the questions that I'm assuming his audience really wants to know. And the way that you can find out what are your questions is by going back to step number 1 and thinking about what are the things I really want to show? What are the things people really have questions about? And listing those from most important to least important. Crime, safety. Maybe it's housing prices have gone up. Maybe there's so many people moving there, there's a shortage on housing. Maybe there's no jobs, right? Whatever the good and bad about your city, you want to make sure you understand what people want to know about your city. And that's how you can use those questions as a hook to explain that this video is going to cover those things. And so he does a great job there. Again, look at the intent behind what he's doing and you can emulate it for your own video. Now let's keep going through the video.
Has just passed 40 million people, and with 500,000 new residents arriving annually, what can those people who end up in Calgary expect? A city with a reputation for extreme highs and lows in everything from the weather to the economy.
So here, again, he's giving a lot more context, right? As he just gave his he gave short context in the beginning. He gave the 3 questions that he's going to answer that people really want to know. And then he zooms back out and he goes through more context. He goes, okay, look, so Calgary is like this, right? It's massive, it's growing. There's just so many people moving here. There's highs, there's lows, right? There's a lot going on here. And then he'll keep going.
Whether you're moving from another part of Canada or you're landing here as a brand new immigrant, you might be surprised about what you learn about this city. It's a vibrant and dynamic place, but it is not for everyone. Calgary.
And that really there is just another hook that he's adding, saying it's not for everyone, right? So he's doing some really cool stuff here, really high level scripting and storytelling, but he's using data to tell the story. So talking about how there's a lot of immigrants that are actually moving to Calgary. That's something that statistically is a lot of people know. And so he's actually including that in his scripting. He's understanding the audience that's watching, and he's saying, but look, this might not be for everyone. So he's saying, hey, look, there's some things that you need to know. There's some things that are not going to be perfect for you. And so he's prefacing that in the video, which he's probably going to cover over the rest of the video.
It is Canada's 3rd largest city at nearly 1.65.
Another way that you can do this if a video has this is actually the timestamp. So he goes through and he says overview about Calgary, and he comes through and he says economy, ups and downs. Is it just Calgary? Housing, hidden tax. So this is like something that only locals would know. And you want to include as much stuff like this, only things that locals would know. Affordable housing. So he's going to cover some places that are actually affordable. Weather, outdoor lifestyle, resorts, nature, Calgary Stampede. Not sure what that is. Calgary attractions, and then conclusion. He's going through pretty much everything you could go through that people want to know, right? And that's a great starting point for your video, is looking at those main categories. And we've included a lot of those in our outline down below that you can get access to, but just having some clear things that you want to talk about in those and using data to share a lot of that story and your personal experiences and whatnot, that's going to be really, really helpful for you to actually script your video. Now that we have our script, it is time to film our video. Now the filming of this can be done in a couple ways, and I know I've been breaking down this video for the entire video, but let's just go through a couple different ones. So I've got another video here. This one is it worth moving to San Antonio? It's another version of this. It was made 2 months ago and it has 17,000 views, and it's pretty similar. Right? You can see the opening shot is him and the city behind him. Again, we could just go through this, but let's play it.
San Antonio is on your list of desired places. This is what I wish I knew before moving here. After Googling and watching YouTube at the time, there was no honest information on what this city was really like.
It's a good video.
All I knew was the Riverwalk, military bases, and really affordable houses everywhere.
Right, so again, these are things that people are probably seeing as well. So he just has a pulse on the market. You could see those are things I would have never included because I don't know those things, right? And it's probably not something you would include in your own video. You can do it in a couple of different ways. He still has a videographer, which I would highly recommend a videographer for this type of video. Super important. Obviously, you know, the video here is pretty high level with like crazy color grading, great, like really good depth. It almost looks like a TV show. So like you go to this level, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for something like this. You're talking probably a day or two of filming, probably $2,000 to $4,000 just for the shooting of the video like this. But again, this is an investment, a one-time video that if you just crush this video, it is going to produce so much business for you. You can put it out so many different places. And you can also go for a video like this. Again, having a videographer, maybe not as high level. So you can see here that like there's not as much color grading, there's not as much editing. They do have some drone footage and whatnot, but it's nothing like super crazy. Most videographers can produce a video like this, which is like, hey, let's go through the city. Let's tour some different places. Can you come and follow me with, you know, shooting me and shooting some drone footage? So this is like kind of what he's doing. Also, there's another one I saw here. This is 5 things you need to know before moving to Los Angeles. So this is Shelby Church. She's a real estate agent, and you can see her video. She's actually kind of like vlogging it. It's not really super high production, and it has 203,000 views. Granted, she has 1.8 million subscribers, so I'm assuming that's what's helping boost a lot of this video as well. It's her audience and whatnot. But it's also a really good video idea. but she's vlogging it. And this is something you can do on a lower production, but you really need to know how to keep people's attention and how to do videos like this and how to do so many great cuts. But yeah, this is a video that you could emulate as well. So there's a lot of different styles that you can go down. My personal favorite for obviously getting this video done would be the one that Brad McCallum has done, because it's just a level above anything else. I mean, it's going to be so hard for another agent to come and make this video. I mean, imagine you come into Calgary and you're trying to compete with getting your video to rank at the top. It's going to be so hard. The only way you're going to do it is by outspending him. And even still, it's going to be hard because the storytelling is just incredible. I mean, he's done such a great job. Now, why do we want to create a video to this level? Let me just say that like the way that people perceive you actually matters, especially on video. And so we want to showcase that we're the local expert. If this is the first thing that someone's seeing before moving, and they see your video like this, and you also say like, hey, at the end of the video, by the way, you can reach out to me. I'll love to help you, buy or sell or whatever. What an incredible experience they just went through. What amazing information they got. The visual experience of watching the content, it was entertaining for them, and it sets you up as an industry expert. And so I would highly encourage investing into it. Don't cheapen out on the production of a video like this. Just save up until you can do a video like this, honestly. But these videos are so powerful, and so I would not cheapen out on the videography and definitely go above and beyond on these videos. This brings us into step number 5, which is the edit. Now, these videos, because there's so much filming going on, there's so many different shots that are going on, there's so many things that you want to showcase. What you're literally looking for in an edit like this is you want someone who can find information about what the things that you're talking about, actually local information. So let's go through and just look at a couple things that he's actually pulling up. So as I'm just playing the video, you can see here he's got an article where he's talking about oil or something. He's got gas prices. He's got another article popping up. So it's like solidifying what he's saying in the story that he's telling with the editing. That's really what you're looking for. They've got just really great color grading, showing the colors. I mean, his skin, his shirt looks great. They've got text, which is, you can have this or not have it. I don't think it's like a make or break, but they have text that's like making it easy to read. And I would just say like overall, you want really still like drone footage. You want it to be smooth. You want the drone footage to show when he's talking about a location. So like just show what he's talking about. I mean, the best thing to do in the editing is show what you talk about. So if you talk about an article, if you talk about some kind of statistic, if you talk about a location, if you talk about housing, show those things visually. And that's what you're really looking for in the editing. I'd say generally this is going to be a fast-paced edit. It's not some slow basic edit. I mean, you can see here, if we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, another edit, 1, 2, 3, 4, another edit, 1, 2, 3, another edit. So you want to have that type of pace where every 3 to 4 seconds or so something is happening on screen. I'd say typically about 6 to 7 seconds would be like the bare minimum, but again, it's just something that's going on, showing, being fast, going through all the different information, and don't have like slow space in these videos, right? We really want to keep people's attention. And then also in the edit, what you want to do is a super important thing is audio. So as you can see here, let's just play the first kind of intro real quick one more time.
Canada's population has just passed 40 million people, and with 500,000 new residents arriving annually, what can those people who end up in Calgary expect? A city with a reputation for extreme highs and lows in everything from the weather to the economy.
So now let's take a look at affordable housing.
Knowing just how important owning real estate could be to your family's financial future, shouldn't you consider a place that actually has affordable housing still? Why not consider Calgary?
Well, we love it here. Yep.
And it's obviously more than just an investment. It's a place where you raise your kids, a place where you actually build your life.
For us, it's made all the difference.
So just looking here, obviously the footage is great, but the audio is different too. And best thing, I've mentioned this in another one of our videos, but if you ever watch a TV show or a movie, they have different audio, right? When it's sad, when it's happy, when it's something scary is going on, they have different audio to help you feel what's actually happening visually as well. And so that's what we want to do with our videos. We want to get people to feel something, and that one of the best ways to do that is with great audio, telling the story, matching what we're talking about. Now this leads us into our 6th step of the process. Now I want to show you, we just went over Brad's video. I want to show you a similar video right here, which is where should I live when moving to Calgary, Alberta? Now we already covered how important the videography is and how important it is to make this video a really, really good video. And you can see here, this video I'm showing you here by this gentleman is just him standing with the background. and it's not really delivering on a good experience for the viewer, right? And that's one of the biggest things that's probably causing this video not to perform well. But the other thing that's not causing this video to perform well is what we call the packaging. It's really the first step of getting people in to actually watch your videos. You can put all this time into a video. We want to make sure that it's actually designed and packaged correctly so that the audience can look at it and be like, that's something I want to click on. And so right here, we can see best areas to live in Calgary, Alberta. It's him with his suit pointing at the text, and then the title, where should I live when moving to Calgary, Alberta? Top Calgary areas. And this is what we call the packaging, the title and the thumbnail. The way that these two play together are what's going to make or break if people click on it. So if we go and we look back at his video, moving to Calgary, he's got an X, he's got a check, he's got him with a suitcase, moving to Calgary in 2024, everything you must know before deciding, with really, I mean, it's great design. It's got drop shadow on the text so you can clearly see it. It's got yellow and white, which is great for a blue background. He's got green and red, which is contrast. I mean, there's great things that are all happening here. He's got him with a suitcase, which visually helps people understand that he's moving. He's got the city behind him, which shows it is about the city. So a lot of things here that are going on that is not happening here in this, right? We can, if we just zoom back here in a little bit, we can barely see what's behind him. The text is very blurry. It looks like the font was, 2015 type of font. It's not really a clear headshot of him. He's pointing off in, a direction. His face is, like so many things we could talk about, but little things here that would elevate this thumbnail, that's just not happening. And we could do the same thing for this video right here over in San Antonio, which we looked at briefly. Moving to San Antonio, the background has a little bit of shadow so that moving to San Antonio pops. Again, he's using white and yellow, which is very similar to what Brad was using here. It's him and his family with a suitcase. I do think the execution on him could have been a little bit better. He could have had him zoomed in or zoomed up a bit so we can actually see it. It's a little bit hard to see them. There's not really a ton of contrast between them and the background. There are some things that could be better here, but he's got the city in the background, same concept. And so this is what we call an outlier format. So the format of the suitcase, him, the city in the background, and then the white and yellow text. That is something that we can all emulate for this exact video. It's got proven data showing that it works. It's been done in Calgary, right? Pretty much same thing. And it's been done in San Antonio, pretty much same thing. And they both did really well. So this is what we can look at and find what is actually similar between these two and how can we emulate this. So if you make your thumbnail or you work with a designer to get this thumbnail, these are all things you want to make sure you have in that. The packaging is so important, so make sure you use what we just explained and you put that for your own thumbnail. Now the packaging is super important, but this last step is something that you have to do. And if you don't do it, it's actually gonna hurt you from getting any business at all. And I don't want this video to be a waste for you. So let's go ahead and watch the ending of Brad McCallum's video together.
Hey, I'm Brad McCallum with Real Broker, and I've got a question for you. Did this video help you in making a decision on whether or not Calgary could be for you? What do you love about this city? What don't you like about this city? And what did I miss talking about? Let us know in the comments. And if you are planning a move to this city, my real estate team, we would love to help you make it home. Hey, listen, if you want to keep watching more great videos, we've got a playlist coming up about all of these great things about our city, different aspects, different areas, what to look for and what to avoid. And if you never want to miss another one of our videos, you can always just subscribe.
Brad McCallum does an absolute amazing job of positioning his call to action at the very end. A lot of agents will make the mistake of asking for people to reach out, for people to call them, for people to text them, to sign up for their newsletter, the relocation, whatever, all at the beginning of the video. What he's done, which is very effective, is he's waited till he's given so much value at the end of the video. All those people that have watched to the end, all 275,000 people, the ones that stayed to the very end and watched that video, and he makes that offer. Hey, did this video help you? Let me know in the comments. And if you are thinking of moving, then I want you to reach out. Our real estate team would love to help you. That is the power of a video like this. We deliver value, we give information, and then we ask for the sale. And this is really what we want to do consistently over and over in all of our YouTube videos. So not only does he do that, but he does the second best thing that you can possibly do on any YouTube video, which is he gets people to watch more content. So if the two highest forms of conversions that we want are people to reach directly out to us or for people to watch more content. So you can see at the very end, he says, and look, if you want to keep watching more videos, you want to click right here, check out this playlist. I've got a bunch of videos about X, Y, and Z. Now, I don't think he needs to say, and you can subscribe right here. I personally think people will subscribe if they really like your content. It doesn't really matter. It's a small thing. There's something we teach all the time, which is actually getting your viewers trapped in your content, just getting them to keep watching. If you do this on every single video and they keep watching, watching, and then you point to the next one, and you point to the next one. You can take one viewer and turn them into 4, 5, 6 views, especially if your content's 10 or 20 minutes long. They've now spent hours with you watching your content. So great way to do this. If you look at the one in San Antonio, he's done the same thing. I'll play it really briefly.
That you could live in based on what you're into. So if you're looking to move around the San Antonio area, I'd love to be the realtor of choice, have my team and I help. And if there's anything I miss in this video that you want to see more of, or maybe disagree with something, please let me know. Thanks for watching.
So we want to make sure that we include our call to action at the end. We want to make sure we first have the ability to ask for a call to action, and that's by giving so much value away that you can ask in return. And if you do all these things, you put them together, this is going to be the mega video that blows up your real estate channel, that blows up your business. You're going to get so many leads. You're going to be like, oh my gosh. And again, I cannot stress how important a video like this is to have as an asset for you. I mean, anyone who reaches out, boom, video. Put it on your website, boom, video. You can put this in, when you have conversations with buyers. Look, we know the market better than anybody else. Look at these videos. You can create short form content from it, chop it up, put it on social media. So make sure that if you're gonna make it, invest into it, make it great. And after watching this, if you're going to commit to making this video, I just ask that you comment down below and say, hey, I'm gonna make this video. Let me know who you are so I can subscribe and watch whenever it comes out. I'd love to give you feedback. And by the way, if you are looking for some help on growing your YouTube channel, you're saying, look, I do wanna grow my YouTube channel and I wanna work with someone who's got experience. Well, I will say that we do this for agents all over. We've had agents go from 0 to 4,000 subscribers in 5 months. We've got an agent that's got 20 active buyers right now, has already closed over 15 transactions this year, on pace to do 40 or 50 by the end of the year. We've got agents that we work with all over, helping them build and grow a channel. So if that's you want help, there's a link down below. Feel free to schedule a call. And if that's not for you, that's totally fine. All I want you to do is click right here and check out more of our videos so you can keep learning about YouTube.